I'm Cassandra from the Entertainment Committee, and today I'm sitting with Paula Rasulias. She's going to be one of our fitness instructors for the event. Hi, Paula, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, thank you. And I'd like to thank you so much for agreeing to do a fitness class for us. In university, you're always like,
Oh,
you told me to school, and I would come to your classes and be dying afterwards. So I'm
oh, well, I'm glad. I'm glad you enjoyed them.
in the best way though. It was such a good workout every single time. So as soon as I got this position, I was like, who can I ask? Paula.
Aw. Well, I'm happy you thought of me. That was sweet.
Yeah, so I have a couple questions for you lined up so everyone gets to know you a bit better.
Yeah, sure.
My first question is, what first got you into fitness?
Yeah, so when I was in high school, I just started playing sports a lot. I was on the volleyball team, basketball team, flag football. I did a lot of like sports, and then I started taking like the gym class that obviously that they offer in grade 9 and 10. And then I started taking the fitness class. I think that started in grade 11. And from there, I just kind of fell in love. I had an amazing fitness instructor teacher, and she just was so inspirational. And then I started taking, once I started getting into fitness, I started doing classes at the rec center. And then that's when I fell in love with group fitness instructing. And knew I wanted to do that when I was older. So just from there, it's just kind of rolled and stemmed. And each year I learned a bit more. And that's probably how it started.
Awesome. Yeah, I remember you always were super energetic at your 6 a.m. classes, and I was wondering,
Oh.
because I need it.
Yeah.
Um, but it's awesome that you are so into fitness and on your social media pages. I like looking at your posts and seeing little tips and
Oh, thank you.
you have. Yeah,
Thanks.
have like a fitness specialty at all, like a certain class or that you like to do or teach?
Yeah, so I usually teach a lot of HIIT classes. So it's high intensity interval training. So it's doing a short amount of work to a short amount of rest. And then you really only work out, really need for like 30 minutes. And it's a really great like fat burning workout. You burn calories for the rest of the day. And it's high intensity. It gets your heart rate up. And I just love teaching that because it is high energy and it gets everyone sweaty and happy at the end, hopefully. But yeah, that's probably the one I teach most.
Is Tabata a form of HIIT? Because I remember I used to teach that class.
Yeah, exactly. So Tabata is just a shorter amount of work to rest. So it's 20 seconds on to 10 seconds off. But the same thing, like every instructor kind of makes their own work to rest ratio and just chooses exercises based on that.
Awesome. Do you have a favorite song that you like to play during your workouts? Or
Oh gosh. I always like the Ice Ice Baby.
oh, Vanilla Ice? Like,
Yeah, I don't know. I always laugh when it comes on because it's just something people don't really work out to, but it always puts you in a good mood. I don't know why.
so you can figure out how to do a HIIT workout to Ice Ice Baby. So now I'm
Yeah.
expecting in your class on Relay that Ice Ice
Oh,
Baby.
I will have it on for sure.
So outside of like fitness, do you have any other hobbies or interests?
Well, I do yoga as well. I guess you could consider that fitness, but I work at a yoga studio and I read a lot. I've been reading a lot this year too, especially with COVID. So I've been trying to pick up my reading skills. I like to eat. I like to cook.
Good, me too.
And 100% I'm a big shopper. So online shopping has really been a strong hobby for me lately.
I see your hauls at Sephora on social media, and I like watching it and observing from a distance because I know I cannot afford it or should not buy those things.
Oh, it's been so bad. Even today, I just got back from returning packages because I buy way too much and then it comes in and I'm like, why did I buy this? I need to return it. But at least I'm good with, people say like, if I shop, at least I'm good with returns. A lot of people will shop and then just be like, oh, I'm not going to wear that, but then put it in their closet anyway. I'm like, no, gotta return it, gotta get the money back.
Kudos to you because I'm definitely the person that's like, well, it's mine
Yeah,
now.
my loss.
Yeah, there goes like 20 bucks or more usually.
Yeah.
Do you have any like books? Like you said, you liked reading. So any good books that you've read lately that you think people would like? Or
Yeah, I just finished A Good Neighborhood, which I really liked. It was about like the like racism and how blacks are unjust in society, and it was really good. It's called A Good Neighborhood. And then I also had a good one too. It's called American Dirt, which was about the cartels in Mexico, and that was really good too. They're both fiction, but based on like real life events, and really good, really good.
cool, I have to check those out. I've been meaning to read more, and
Mhm.
especially during quarantine because I have nothing to do. So
Yeah, I
really
know.
pick up some more good books. So anything I'm down to read.
Yeah, they're both good.
In terms of yoga, I don't think I ever attend. Did you teach yoga after school when you were working?
No, I never taught yoga, and I don't like, I know yoga and stuff, but I just go to yoga classes. I like to do the hot yoga because they turn up the temperature in the room and you just sweat like buckets and it just feels really good. But yeah, no, I've never taught yoga. I did teach, I think, a stretching class though, here and there. I don't know if you ever came, but yeah, no, I've never taught a full yoga class.
So at Moda Yoga, you teach yoga there, I'm assuming.
I teach HIIT classes there actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we offer like a variety. So we have mostly yoga, and then I teach the HIIT class, and then sometimes we have, and then I teach Pilates there and bar, and then sometimes we have like meditations and whatnot. So there's a whole bunch going on, which is really nice. But in the hot room, because the heat is turned up and you do HIIT in there, it's a really good workout. You're like sweating like crazy, and it's a lot of fun. It's just been put on hold right now because of COVID, and we can't be breathing that heavy close to each other.
Right. So like that is all online now.
Yes, yeah, everything's online.
How do you find teaching classes online?
It's not bad. I'm happy that I still get to teach, but it's very impersonable, I find, because when I'm standing back and I'm teaching, I can't see everyone's little screen very well. So I don't really know like how they're doing the move, if they're doing it right. Because I don't want people to injure themselves. And like I tell them the right form, but sometimes it's better just to be in person so you can see them. So a lot of times it feels like I'm teaching a wall, but it's okay. We get through it. And I mean, it's good to learn how to talk to yourself, right?
Right. Company right there.
Yeah.
So I guess in terms of COVID, like we find ourselves like at home all the time. Do you have any advice for anyone who wants to live a more active or even healthier lifestyle right now?
Yeah, 100%. So one thing I always say is get outside. Even if you're like shoveling the driveway, if you can just go for a walk around the block, like it makes such a difference just getting out of the house. And I mean, you can't really go anywhere other than outside right now. And it's just nice to be outside in the fresh air. So that's definitely one thing that's awesome to do. Other thing is YouTube. I find YouTube has expanded so much with their fitness videos, like anything you're looking for, like 10-minute ab workout, type it in. There's so many great ones out there. I've done a ton of HIIT classes on YouTube that I love. So that's definitely a way that if you don't really know what to do or where to start, that's a good thing. And then even places like Moto Yoga that I work at, because we offer a whole online membership now, like that's another way to just have a schedule, to have a class that you know is going to happen every day. That's a good thing too that you can look into around your area if they offer that.
Right. And setting out your workout clothes so they're staring you in the face the entire day. So you
Oh
can't.
yeah. 100%, 100%. Yeah. And I mean, you're home. So like you can put on your workout clothes as soon as you wake up and then just like wait till you're ready to do some work.
Yes, I think I should go do your
Yeah.
workout.
Yeah.
So I have to ask you a little funny question.
Sure.
Years ago on Instagram, you had posted on your birthday that you went on a 6 a.m. run. Do you still enjoy your 6 a.m. runs?
Oh my gosh. That was 6 years ago?
I don't know. We have known
Jeez.
each other for
That's
6
crazy. Yeah,
years
actually,
ago, undergrad.
yeah, I am a morning person and I'm working at a new gym that just opened up last year, just at the end. And I was teaching 5 a.m. classes. So now I started being like a 4 a.m. Morning person. Now I'm a 5 a.m. morning person, but yes, I would totally be down for 6 a.m. run. I I wake up in the dark.
I would love to be able to go for a 6 a.m. run. I'm a kind of morning person on Sundays, or mostly morning person. So, but yeah, when I saw it post on your birthday, I was like, well, that's wild. So I have to ask you if you still enjoy 6 a.m. early morning.
I do. I love the morning. I'm not a night person. Like I'm in bed by like 9:30. Yeah, I love the morning.
I was gonna ask, when you had to get up, when you were a 4 a.m. night person, were you going to bed at like 7:30?
No, I was going to bed around 8:39. Yeah, so it was. I would like eat dinner because we eat dinner kind of late, around like 7:30, and then I would be like, "Okay, I'm going to bed. Good night."
I know you're a pretty busy person, and you did that because I knew you personally in school. You did that throughout school. You always had that early bedtime. How do you manage? I know right now you're working a few different jobs. How do you, and you're also studying. So how do you manage all those things in one day?
Yeah, I get asked that question a lot. And I guess when you wake up early, I feel like you're so much more productive in the morning and you just get a whole bunch of stuff done. For me personally, a lot of people are late. They like the evening better. But when I wake up and I get things done in the morning, I'm so much slower in the afternoon. So for me, it's just so much more productive to get up, go to the gym, come home, study for like 3 hours and then lunch and then do a little bit after. But it's really being able to like balance your time with things, and one day when you have off you prioritize that into studying and doing things around your house and whatnot. But it's really just about like prioritizing what's important that day and what has to be done that week, and just kind of like fitting in your schedule. And I'm so organized. I have like so many little agendas that I write everything in, and like every time I do thing I cross it off. And when I was studying for like the MCAT and stuff, I had everything by time block. So it was like 5 a.m. wake up, like 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. gym, like, and then like 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. like biology. Like it's like to a T.
And you stuck to that? Because I would find that if I tried to do something like that, it'd be like, oh, 6 a.m., like not 9 a.m. to like 10 p.m., get up, work out, breakfast. And I find that
Yeah.
I was doing that until noon. And you were still like to the T. As soon as 9 a.m. happened, on to the next one.
Yeah, it was pretty like I would also add in like time for driving and time for like showering and stuff like that. So I didn't like I made it like it would flow, if that makes sense.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So for people that don't know, Paula did go to Guelph. So you took HK or Human Connects at Guelph.
Yes.
A Guelph alumni.
Yeah.
I have to ask you, what did you love about Guelph?
Oh, there's so many things. So like about the university or about the city?
Let's do both.
Okay. So about the city, I loved how like down to earth everyone is. It just felt so homey when I was doing my university touring to the places I applied to. As soon as I got to Guelph, it was like, this is where I need to be. Like it felt so much like home just walking around campus. And probably like my favorite memory of Guelph is when they had like the veg fest. I don't know if you ever went, but I don't know if they still have them.
The first
But it
time
was like,
hearing about it.
pardon?
This is the first time I'm hearing about it.
Oh, okay. Maybe they don't have them anymore. But yeah, they're called Veg Fest, and it was like a vegetarian vegan festival, because I know Guelph is really big on that, which I loved. And I would walk there because student, I didn't have a car, and I hated the bus because I didn't know how it worked. So I would walk there. It took like I think 2 hours to walk there,
Oh
and then I would just like the food was so good. I just loved the atmosphere, and then I would walk back. And it was just like such a great day. I love Veg Fest. And then at the university, like man, it was the best 4 years of my life. Like I wish I could go back to that time, but I would honestly say I loved residence. I loved being in the dirty South. I loved having my own little single room, and then just like having the cafe downstairs. And I really got into coffee in first year, which I just thought was the best thing ever, because you would walk down and then get your coffee and walk back to your room and do some studying. And there's just so many good memories there. Yeah, It's a great school.
South had the crepe place, right?
I'm not big on crepes, so I'm not actually sure. But they did have the Mongolian grill with the noodles.
I'm, I think like because Carissa are mutual friends of ours.
Yeah,
They live there as well, and I think I was a frequent at the crepe plates.
at the crepe place. Yeah. Well, because I know you were in Johnson Hall, and then that was close by Creeman, and they had the amazing pizza there. That was good.
Yeah, deadly.
Oh, it was so good. I was there a lot too.
The crust.
Yeah.
Parmesan cheese, just letting the lady like roll it out.
I know. Keep going. Keep going.
You ever see yourself coming back to Guelph? Maybe you'll come for Veg Fest when if
I
COVID.
Yeah, no, 100%. I definitely want to come back and just like walk around campus and go out to eat somewhere. And my boyfriend now was like, he didn't go to Guelph, but I was like, I really want to go back to Guelph. And he's like, let's go this summer. Like, let's go check it out. I was like, please. I miss Guelph so much. But I definitely see like, I don't know, maybe moving there eventually, wherever like my job takes me. But there's no schooling right now that I would go to Guelph for. So that's kind of out of the question, but definitely down the road. I don't know. I would love to live there maybe someday.
Yeah. Just like you said, when you first came to Guelph and you're doing your tours, it felt like home. That's what it felt like for me. So when you said that, I was like, is she reading my mind right now? Or did we have the same experience? Were we on the same wavelength years ago?
Probably. You just get this feeling in Guelph. Like it's like nobody really judges you. You don't feel like you're in competition with people. Like just some schools give off like a like a competitive vibe, and Guelph was just so caring and everyone was so willing to help each other. It was a good time.
Yeah, I love Guelph. Still do. Still am here.
Yeah. You're
So,
lucky.
yeah, so I guess to kind of wrap it up almost, but I still want to plug your social media and stuff in there. What's next?
Oh, sure. So next I'm applying to medical school. So I'll be writing the MCAT again. I've done it a couple times now. It's a daunting test. So yeah, I'm just in the process of doing that and then going through applications, which again takes a couple months and whatnot. So it's a slow road, but I'm getting there, and then just working part-time at a few places, just to make the money and whatnot. But yeah, so hopefully medical school in the future. That's next for me.
I'm manifesting it for you as we
Oh,
speak.
thank you. Thanks.
So I guess if people really enjoy your fitness class or want to keep up with you, like where can they go to keep up with Paula?
Oh yeah, sure. So I have an Instagram that I just recently started, and it's kind of encompasses how to be like a student and then how to stay healthy in your life, how to some workout videos, some easy healthy recipes. So you can follow that it's at perfectly.paula is my Instagram handle. And you can check me out there. And I do post a few workout videos. And yeah, have a good time. Come by my page. Give me a follow.
Yeah, I recommend your page. I made your protein bars the other day.
Oh, did you?
I forgot the protein, but
Oh.
they tasted so good. But yeah, I meant to tell you that I did make them. Mine because I forgot, but they were so tasty.
I'm sure they'd still be good without the protein.
Well, thanks so much for meeting me today, Paula, and spending
No problem.
talk with me. I'm so looking forward for your class, and I can't wait to see it realized in life.
Well, I want to thank you so much for having me on, and I'm so excited to teach. I love teaching, and I'm excited to see everyone, and we'll have a good day.
Cool, awesome. I'm just gonna end the video now, but
Okay.
don't